A while back, I went to Japan and I stayed there for about a month. And during that month, I went on a handful of Tinder dates. I remember being on one date. We were at a ramen place. I had to pee so bad. In Japan, there's no such thing as the ADA. So there aren't necessarily big stalls when you have a walker. The bathroom at this restaurant was so small. It was like the size of a mini closet. I couldn't even get my walker through the door. And I was like freaking out because I had to pee so bad. Thankfully, in Japan, everything is super clean there. And I was able to leave my walker outside the door, hold on to the sink, and just make it work in the bathroom. I bring this up because I was watching a video the other day of a young woman who has a disability, and she was talking about how she had a hard time tying her shoelaces. And she basically said something like, she shouldn't have to change because of her disability, that we all should work together to come up with a solution. If there was some sort of universal design for shoelaces and everybody used this universal design for shoelaces, then there would be no accessibility problem. And I started thinking like, is it really other people's problem that I can't fit in the bathroom in Japan? Should I blame the Japanese people because their bathroom in this restaurant was too small for me to get my walker through the door? It's kind of crazy for me to say that, Now, I'm not saying that I don't like accessibility. Obviously, I love the fact that in America, I can go into a public restroom and it's big enough for me to fit my walker in a stall. But the idea that my problem is someone else's problem, I just don't agree with that whatsoever. Your constraints are your responsibility. I don't think that you should outsource your constraints to other people. And I gotta be honest, would I want my problems being solved by other random people out in the world? I don't know if I would trust other people to solve my problems. If you're the one with the constraint, you're the one that's the closest to the problem that can actually solve the problem. The other thing I think about is that constraints aren't just exclusive to people that have disabilities. Constraints are part of the human condition. Constraints are part of life. Having a disability, at least a physical disability, just makes your constraints visible. But everybody is constrained. We are constrained by gravity. To be human is to live under constraints. But here's the thing. Constraints spur creativity. If there were no constraints, you'd have no reason to be creative. And when you outsource your constraints to other people, you sacrifice your agency. If I had to wait for someone to solve my problem in Japan, what would I have done? Think about it. If you're in Japan and I couldn't figure out a way to adapt to use the bathroom there, what were my alternatives? Are you going to pee your pants? Hopefully not. You're going to go outside and find a bush and you're going to go out there or something. You're going to come up with a creative solution so that you don't pee yourself. You don't want to wait for other people or the world to solve your problems. You could be waiting forever for that to happen. Come up with creative solutions to solve those problems yourself.